If you're watching this video, probably someone who's interested in self-improvement, or maybe even started it. Maybe you're all curious about it, or you want to get into it. So you start going to the gym, maybe reading some books, etc. Just downloading some knowledge, trying to improve your life. You've made the active decision to improve your life. First of all, investing in yourself is the best investment you could ever make. And secondly, just know it's not an easy journey, okay? And your friends only make it that much tougher. So your friends group may be doing different things, may love playing games, you all play games together, maybe you all like going out, partying, drinking all the time, getting girls, all these things, spending your time doing these things. But what happens when you reduce your time, doing those things, and then you start focusing on, oh, actually I'm going to go to the gym instead, or actually I'm going to do this other thing, read this book. Your friends start to notice you're spending less time with them. And they'll start saying stuff like, oh, you've changed, or when you come out today, and you'll be like, oh no, I'm busy, or you've changed doing this, or when you do this for us, I'm going to the gym at the minute. May get that message, oh, you've changed, you're boring, making like these little snidey remarks, maybe even like resenting you a little bit. And why? Because they want to keep everyone the same, okay? If you're getting success in a certain endeavor, the gym's the easiest example. You're looking after your diet, your fitness, you're looking better, you get more muscular. Friends group sees you, and it shines a reflection back on themselves, knowing that they could do the same thing, but they just couldn't be bothered, or too lazy. And then you're rising up, and then their insecurities obviously shine back on themselves. They're like, oh, he thinks he's better than us now. Crabs in the bucket analogy. You're climbing out of the bucket. Grab with their pincers, they just pull you down. You want to keep everyone the same in comfort, They know you as a certain identity, and if you start changing from that identity, it scares them. So they try to pull you back into that usual identity of yourself. Oh, stay there, we know you as this type of person. So they try to sabotage you in a way. It would be weird to say that, but it's kind of true. Here's a good example for me on my story. I remember going on a holiday. It was a lad's holiday, okay? So we're just going out, drinking, girls, whatever. But in the mornings, I used to fast and drink black coffee, read a book. They'll laugh at me for that. But there was one time I was working out because, on these holidays during the day, not a lot to do, and I don't really care for the sunbathing and stuff like that. I just find that boring, and I burn super easily anyway. I just turn red like a lobster. I'm that guy with like factor 50, and I'm still turning red. Anyway, on one of these days I was working out, doing like bodyweight exercises. So I was doing like press ups, sit-ups, pike press, for the shoulders, using the chair, using incline on the chair for inclined chest press ups. Is that the right way to say it? Anyway, so pike press, and my mate was actively just trying to pull the chair away, stop me from doing it. And I'm like, why was he doing that? He was like, oh, you're on a holiday, you don't need to work out. Just because it was shown back at themselves. They can't be asked to do it, etc. It's not like I'm doing it to be better than anyone, okay? But you're doing it for you, not just the way you look physically, keep yourself physically fit and healthy. It's the mental side as well. But he just kept pulling that chair away from a place of insecurity. He could have worked out and joined in and, could have had a succession. But no, being too lazy, he didn't want to do it. He's drinking beers and working out, which is fine. Do what you want to do. But don't stop someone else doing from what they want to do. The sabotage is real, and just know that, okay? They're not trying to be super malicious and stuff. It's just they feel crap within themselves, when they see one of their mates, rising up, so to speak, because they want to be at the same level. This happens with any endeavor in life, all in a friends group, and then someone's really improving their life, improving their life. They stop going out drinking beer so much or whatever, partying, and then everyone else looks at them and they're a bit resentful, because the spotlight shines back down on themselves, thinking, oh, why can I do? I could have done that if I just tried or went for what I wanted. But I was, maybe a bit too scared. It was too risky to do this thing. So they try and, make fun of you and pull you back down to the level of the group. It happens in any endeavor. And guys, if you have friends like this, I'm not saying you have to cut your friends off, okay? What I do is I have like separate groups. This is how I organize it. organize it. I'm probably on the scale. But I have, that group of friends with the party friends, you go out, have a good time and party, whatever. If you like doing that, every once in a while, don't have to do that constantly. But yeah, that's the party friend group. And then you have another friend group here. This could be the fitness friend group, the fitness self-improvement friend group. With that friend group, you all love going to the gym, improving your health and fitness, improving your numbers in the gym, or whatever fitness goal you have. You got fitness friends. Sick. So now you have two different categories of friends, You'd have to cut any of the friend group off. You just spend less time with some friends than other friends, if that makes sense. In self-improvement, you can feel a bit, lonely or a bit isolated because you don't have people around you that are doing the same thing as what you're doing. And the best way to overcome that is look for other people who are interested in the same thing as you. You could do this online, at the gym. At the gym, people are there, for the same a lot of the same reasons, trying to improve themselves, trying to improve their fitness, their health. So that's like-minded, that's an interest that you have. So you can find like-minded people in that environment. Try and find a few friends there, or it could be friends online, like in a certain interest or hobby. The same thing as what you like. Any forums or social media, message people on there. That's how you find different groups of friends that are interested in the same thing as what you're interested in. Okay, you don't have to isolate yourself and be the lone wolf, constantly climbing up the mountain with no help. It's fine to be a lone wolf, but it's better to have support from others. Have like a wolf pack. Because if you're feeling down and you're falling, one of your boys can pick you back up and keep moving forward and support you, and you do the same thing for them. And on that same note, there's that saying, you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with losers, you're gonna be a loser. Okay, that's how it works, because you all get influence off each other. We'll start acting kind of similar or like similar things. With that saying, it doesn't have to be people all in person. What if you just kept on watching people online who you admire, look up to in a certain way, you want to be like them in certain different areas. You think that guy's got a sick physique, I'm going to follow his ways or whatever. See if that works for me, and if it works for you, great. And then you look at another person, you like their mindset, so you kind of download their mindset. And you start molding yourself into like this person with all these favorable characteristics and values of the people that you kind of admire. So you start becoming more like them. It doesn't have to be, in person. Just keep watching them, the way they act, their values, morals. Download their good mindsets, what they did to get to the success that you want. And follow that blueprint. I hope this video's helped to some of you guys who think, your friends may be holding you back or deterring you from your path because they like different things to what you like. Just know you can have, separate friend groups for different things and hobbies, and you don't have to cut them off, just reduce some time with them. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch another one? I'm sure you'll enjoy it. You got this.